Terrifying. Hold on, the sun is warming up. Ugh. So excited to start playing in the big boy games.
The big boy games.
On a scale of 1 to 10, our difficulty level is all set to 4
Huh?
by default, because Face It tracks like win rates and stuff, I think,
Oh,
but like
gotcha.
only like
Okay,
through their matches.
gotcha.
Since we're all like new to Face It, we're all like
Gotcha.
there's currently 500 or wait, there's 512 slots, but 880. Oh, I think it's 880. There's 89 teams right now of 12, maybe 89 that are like full, and there's like a lot of teams that are just like single. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Bronze Overwatch.
I'm back.
Hi, back. Oh,
Hey, Shiro.
I've only got a couple.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Time no
How are
see.
you doing?
Pretty good so far.
Nice. Yeah, well, we can just discuss the team session, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
So
let's do that. Okay. I think we start with the form as usual. Let's see.
yeah. So there's a little bit of a change on the form. We have added a new player, so we're all masters. Except for we have one that's diamond right now. So we have diamond DPS and then everyone else is masters.
Okay, and then hero pool changes as well.
So we still have the support that's Lifeweaver Ana, I think is what I put on there.
Yeah,
So they're gonna
Lifeweaver,
be that's gonna be our sub. He's in Plat, like Plat 2, and then the new support we got is like Mercy, mainly, and then like I think like Ana a little bit.
Okay. So, repeat that one more time. Let's write it down. So it's Mercy, second support. It's Mercy, and
Hmm.
then what?
Like Mercy Ana.
Mercy, Anna. And anything else?
That's the Lifeweaver is gonna be our sub. So they're still playing on the team. They're just like the sub for now.
Okay. What about that support? Where you have, let's see, Kiriko Moira.
That's
You
me.
mentioned Kiriko Moira. Oh, that's you. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so let's just put it, Kiriko Moira, that's you in second support, okay. And then sometimes you have this, okay, so it's Lifeweaver Anna and Mercy Anna as well, but in situation. Yeah, okay, it's just for me to see what we can kind of form in the long term. Yeah, All right. In the form mentioned, okay, just want to get as far as you can, sure. Comfort picks makes sense. Yeah, all that makes sense. With compositions, you mentioned that you're comfortable with brawl and poke. Yeah, so both compositions. Yeah, can you describe me the experience? How has that been so far? Yeah, maybe just
So yeah,
anything.
we've been playing a lot like today and yesterday because like I said it was kind of fresh in terms of getting everyone together and to play all at once. So right now it's mostly just tank player pretty much just runs Ryan just because that's what he's the most comfortable on. So we try running Ryan every time. So we kind of run a little bit brawl. I'll usually run Kiriko. We'll run like the Mercy or the Ana depending on the map, and then the DPS kind of cycle through a lot of different things. Really, they don't necessarily stick on one thing, but yeah. So it's in terms of like what like things we struggle against, I think the biggest one's just like dive. Anything that kind of just gets onto the supports and sticks to us, and then the we can't like stick with like the Ryan and keep him like alive basically because he kind of just has to run in and do Ryan things, and if he doesn't have anyone there with him, he kind of just gets melted.
Your tank, in terms of communication, do they communicate quite frequently, or you do the most communication part?
I'd say we all pretty equally communicate pretty well. The DPS will typically call out who's coming in from off angles and stuff like that. Supports we're always communicating LOS and trying to like inform the tank when it's good to go and when it's good to when they need to pull back. And then tank is usually doing a lot of like the ultimate callouts and stuff like that. So
Are they in-game leaders as well from time to time, or sort of they lead in the fight, they're telling you, okay, what the exact plan or is gonna be, or is it you most of the time?
Most of the time I try to kind of take that role on, but we haven't been able to jump into like comp games or anything like that. So we haven't taken that very seriously in terms of like calming yet. We did finally figure out a way to do it, so we'll probably start running some ranked games, but we couldn't because we're all like masters, and we have a masters 2 player on DPS, and then the other DPS is Diamond 5, so they can't queue because you have to be Diamond 2 in order to queue with a Masters 2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But we have an alt
Okay.
account in
Mm-hmm.
Masters, so we're good.
Mm-hmm. 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 So you're practicing kind of just through the playing in competitive most of the time.
Well, that's what our goal's gonna be. But like today is pretty much the first day that we've all sat down and played for a long period of time together. And we just had to run quick plays because we
Mm-hmm.
didn't think about having the Masters alt
Mm-hmm.
account until right before the session. So so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we'll be getting to that point.
Mm-hmm. 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 Uh, you mentioned with your playtime, that is something what's heavily dependent on scheduling, but the team has only just been put together, yeah, so haven't had a lot of time to play as a team just yet. What are you planning on in the long term? What do you think would be the comfortable times for you guys to play as a team and scrim? Maybe.
The
Mhm.
weekend seems to be the easiest thing, mostly because most weekdays I have school and work from like 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. So it's gonna be pretty long. It's gonna be pretty busy for the weekdays. So weekends
Sure.
is definitely the
Mhm,
easiest.
mhm, mhm. So it would be kind of two times per week or just one time per
There
week in terms of scrim?
we haven't really had been able to discuss it yet because there's some
Mhm,
weekdays um where I'm like Thursdays I might be free, and then if everybody's free, we could probably do it. So it'll probably be something where it's like weekends for sure, and then weekdays play it by ear. But obviously we'll be playing as much as we
mhm,
can because we're trying to
mhm,
take it seriously.
mhm. Let's call it 1 2 day week scrims, okay? And sometimes you also do competitive practice. Mm. Okay, so with that playtime, yeah. So first of all, to kind of talk about that a little. We probably will need to just lean towards one composition. I think it would be the most effective, especially if you guys just newly formed.
Yeah.
To not be able to run every composition, no, just read and master one, and it's okay. There's no thing such as rock, paper, scissors as well, sort of thing. Especially even at the high level, to be honest, it's just understanding our matchup, yeah, like our X composition, what we can do with that versus another composition, and it's always something. Yeah, there's always something you can do. Your playstyle depends on situation. So how we can form the composition? First of all, we'll look at your comfort picks. That is something what we should be going over. I think it would be good if we do that discussion with the team as well, maybe in long term. But maybe because I'm discussing it with you at the moment, you can also kind of just talk to everybody and then ask
Hmm.
the questions here. What you guys most comfortable with? I see with your comfort picks. And with what you mentioned, because you struggle with you good with brawl and poke. We lean towards the brawl or poke, and probably leaning towards the brawl with what I see with the comfort fix would be the best.
Yeah.
It's just this first DPS where it says Ash, Surgeon, Echo. Not sure. All this heroes might be too suitable, but we can
He can play
work
Cass.
around that.
He can play Cassidy pretty well
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah, yeah. As an example, you definitely want to kind of go from. It's not necessary that you have to run meta composition or something. No, it's just
Hmm.
what direction we're leaning towards, and make sure we have heroes complementing that direction really well. Yeah, this is kind of just mostly based on comfort picks. Now, this is just from what I see with your heroes. Oh yeah, and then the second question about forming composition is just all about who do you think is really well performing on your team currently? Who do you think kind of carrying sort of? What's your opinion?
Um, probably I don't really know if there's really any particular person that carries a lot. I think the ones that make
Mm.
the biggest plays is typically our tank, and then the DPS that on there is like Echo Ash. They are very good at making plays with DPS ultimates. But those are typically
Echo
where the
Ash.
big plays come from. But I don't think anyone really outshines anyone. We all are pretty
Sure,
equal.
sure. Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Total sense. It's just why I'm asking that because whenever you form a composition, it depends on strong heroes. Yeah, when we doing forming certain composition, we start with strong heroes and heroes which are complementing those good heroes as well. And the carry, yeah, like who is performing really well, especially if it's your Ryan, you mentioned that, or it's also your second DPS as well together. I think it definitely says that role composition might be good. If the Ryan, your tank player is comfortable with Ryan, especially, I think that is something what you guys can be leaning towards. Of course, there be situations when we can run other composition, maybe leaning towards the poke as well, but probably most of the maps seeing what we can do with the brawl. And brawl is actually one of the easiest to master, not master, but kind of start with. Let's put it this way. A lot of good fundamentals we can start with first, especially like how to synchronize all of that. So I would suggest that. Yeah, probably. I'm just gonna write it down.
Okay.
Start with Brawl comp, probably. Yeah, based on who is doing. Yeah, based on all this comfort picks. Let's put it this way. And with team practice. Oh, definitely make sure scrims can be consistent. So if you have a manager or maybe you find scrims by yourself, that is fine as long as you can do it. Yeah, make it consistent. 1-2 day week that can work. I think with when I've worked with collegiate people, there most of the players they have limited time. They have to
Yeah.
study. They also do other games.
Yeah. I
Sometimes, yeah. They...
luckily because of my job, I actually have access to a lot of collegiate teams in terms of setting up scrims, so that shouldn't be a problem to set those up.
Good. Yeah, good. Yeah, maybe if you need any help as well, just share some servers as well. I can do that potentially.
Okay.
But I think yeah, as long as
Yeah. Because I'm
we
in
can make.
I'm in the NJCAA's
Mm,
server for esports.
mm.
And I'm on one of their committees, so I know a lot of the coaches.
Nice, perfect. Yeah, perfect. Then should be good. Yep, consistent practice with scrims. Probably starting with ball composition now. What we can work on first? Well, definitely something. What are we gonna start with? Just as a team, it's how you guys plan. That is the most important most of the time, because if you don't have a plan, you don't have a direction. It's just plan is like 90% of your success basically.
Right.
And it's there are a lot of specifics about the plan, but we're gonna start with kind of fundamentals first. Yeah, what do you guys need to pay attention to? How do you plan? What it depends on? Yeah, when is the best time to plan? That's why I highly suggest if you can record your communication, how you guys communicate, just do a scrim or do a competitive game, doesn't matter. Maybe you can specifically tell players, can we guys focus on like how we're making a plan? Yeah, what is our direction? Try to do that. You guys try your best, and then we can review that, and I give you some suggestions on what you can work on first. Yeah, probably like the initial what review can be around that. Okay, yeah, the planning. And yeah, I think we can also discuss some other communication specifics like definitely would be good to discuss who is exactly in game leader, target caller, and shot caller a little bit more because you can't do all these roles at once. It's really hard. So this is something what should be addressed first, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
planning comms. This uh there are gonna be other specifics, obviously, like how to be simple, concise with communication. But yeah, definitely communication first, starting with planning, and then we can think about the how you guys run composition. Just learn the some of the basics. Yeah, that's what I think. What do you think about that? About this plan so far?
No, I think that's a great
Mhm.
first step. Getting our comp figured out and then kind of just assigning like a call out role to everyone. I mean, it's not like we've talked about it, but it's kind of how it's worked out so far anyway, like I said, because we've got kind of like the tank like really watches a lot of the cooldowns and ultimates and calls that out a lot. The DPS are calling out positionings and the supports we typically do a good job with
Yeah,
calling out
yeah.
engagements.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to be really helpful and see. Again, it depends on how many hours you want me guys be with you. So, obviously, I can maybe come from time to time. What I done with most of the teams, yeah. Let's say I just work consistently with you. I've done this is something what we call just normal war review. Yeah, we kind of go over the goals, we see what the problems are. Okay, I give the solution, how to solve those. And then later we implement it in practice in actual scrims. So when I worked with collegiate just almost like full time, yeah, weekly, I was in the scrims as well. Yeah, I was making sure, okay, everybody's in the same page, they implementing stuff. And also I was doing one-on-ones with the players, and it was connected exactly to the main topic of that initial war review. Yeah, like big war review, yeah, we have that. Just around the topic, then I talk with one-on-ones and the players here how they could be complementing this goal with micros of their heroes. And obviously, even in big what review, yeah, people can still ask questions, and I also talk about micro, but it's just not as micro involved, you know. But
Right.
anyway, I can do this one-on-ones and also be in scrims. But again, it depends on what you guys want from me. If you want me to just meet weekly, I think this is decent already. Yeah, we can meet weekly. I can work with you. If you want me to be with you a little bit more, yeah, just do one-on-ones as well, and then scrims. I can also do that. It's just we can even look to set up like custom something like on the website, just custom package, and then we just can measure the amount of hours you want me with you, and it should be all good. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know.
Well, what do you
Yeah, what do you think?
um I I just I don't know. Because I'm not entirely sure what everyone's schedule looks like. Like you said, there's like I think the weekends is the most
hmm
consistently reliable.
hmm
But we haven't discussed weekdays, but I think I mean I think at whatever you feel is best really. Like what do you think we should do in terms of like where do we
hmm
start, right? Like maybe we just find somewhere to start and let it go from there and see what happens. Because
hmm
obviously we're trying to get as good as we can, and we've got till March
hmm
1st is when the first wave of OWCS is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. hmm
And then there's like I think
Yep.
there's 3 waves for
Yeah.
the NA.
Yep. Yeah, and I forgot to mention, yeah, especially with starting March 1st, would be really good if you just run one composition. I think
Yeah,
mostly, yeah, like
yeah,
role composition, you don't have enough time. So yeah, I
okay,
mean, with this, just practicing one composition should be good. Yeah,
yeah.
you should definitely have a good amount of practice. Well, so yeah,
Where
I'm
do
thinking we can start. We can start maybe with a what review. Yeah, like normal. So let's say
Okay.
like on the website. So it's easy for us.
Mm-hmm.
You can find a time, weekdays, or like when you guys can all be online. You just really schedule that to the website, I think, and then we can
Okay.
start with that. Yeah, talk about goals, mostly planning, but I need you to record
Record
communication.
comms. I
Yeah.
can do that, yeah. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably stream a lot of our games and stuff too. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what all previous coaches did, the like directors, so esports, they did just kind of contracts through Metafy thing. It's just maybe some you if you want to do that as well, they kind of done the contract. I think there's just some paperwork with that. Like I'm not sure why they did that, because they been paying with the what the this is like collegiate money or something. Yeah, like when they sign
mm,
up for coaching, you know,
that
they
makes sense.
basically have the contract, and then the money is just kind of we discuss. Oh, okay, if I'm gonna work 8 to maybe 8 weeks or something. Yeah, what's the
Yeah.
practice? Or
Okay.
6 weeks. We just
But we could always
discuss
just
the
book it
amount of
out.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was even just doing it manually. I was just saying,
Yeah.
okay, I set up the package for you, but then we just gonna schedule everything manually, so you don't have to worry and go on the website all the time.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
that makes
I
sense.
can,
Yeah.
I can also do that. We can just think, okay, like what would be, what is the amount of hours you want me guys be in? Let me see. So the previous time, let me just find the conversation.
I think
The
so. I think probably what
mhm.
we can do is because it's $50 for an hour and a half team session.
Yeah, if see if this is exactly like, because this is one time. I can make a discount always, because I can set
Okay.
up the
I
also
see
the
if
normal package.
yeah. I see you have like percentages off if you do more sessions booked. I see that.
This is yeah, this is just, yeah, like one time. You know
Hmm.
what I did? I just want to find the, yeah, let's see, like the conversation with the last Leo Sharks. Okay, what we did? What was the the hourly rate? I done a lot of hours with them. Let me see. So I think we did. It was much lower, like compared to the website, and that's okay with me because then I know, okay, I'm fully more invested in the team. It's fine. So it's okay. Let me see. I'm gonna find a conversation. It's here. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Payment. Mm-mm-mm. I think we did around like more than 10 hours per week. What we were doing is just one water review, yeah, initial water review, setting goals. Then we were doing the the scrim practice, yeah, just all the goals. I was making sure those are being implemented. 30 minutes reviews with the players, one-on-ones. We had four of those
Okay.
during the week as well. Yeah, 30 minutes work quite good, especially because we don't need long ones because we already have had the big reviews. So yeah, it's not as needed. Okay, so
So I can probably get with everyone on the team and sort of figure out if like we have a consistent scheduling that we could
yeah,
do.
that's
We could
that's what I
and probably just schedule the first one. Just do like a VOD review and then we'll have
yeah.
that discussion to make a more consistent
Yeah, yeah,
plan.
yeah. Yeah, I think this sounds good. This sounds good actually.
Yeah.
I'm just can tell you, if you're gonna give me a little bit more time, I will message you with the exactly like what was my hourly rate, because I don't wanna overprice it or
No,
something. Yeah,
yeah.
because I
Yeah.
forgot. I forgot what's the what was the hourly rate. I'm just gonna find it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because I
Absolutely.
guess I can totally just set up the custom thing, and it should be okay. And it's just because I was doing all the calculations. Yeah, I was looking at, oh, okay, it's fine. Yeah, I can work one-on-ones with players and then also do consistent team practice. I like it. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, because $50, you don't have to do it every time. We can just set up something more custom. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
something that
okay.
works a little easier in the long term because that can get
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah, exactly. It's just with this, it's also kind of, you guys can ask me questions. It's just like when teams do one time, they come back and also ask questions and everything. Yeah, maybe I send them some examples, answer timestamps. Yeah, that's why it's like more long term. But if it's consistent practice, yeah, it's not needed. I'm meeting with you every day anyway, so yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna send it to you. If I would do, yeah, what was the hourly rate? I've wrote down all the stuff, I think. Rank, the rank is masters. Okay, so have that. Yeah, mostly average. Yeah, so really just consistent scrims, starting with a brawl composition, probably. Let's do that. And the next lesson, I think let's start with the planning for sure. Make sure you have communication recorded. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that. Do you want me to also maybe send it to you as a doc, just have it in a summary, or
Yeah.
if you remember? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would
Yeah, I
be
can.
easiest for sure. Just to have something to
Okay.
reference with everyone when I'm talking with everyone.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe
I
something to
can
share
write
with
it
them
down.
as well.
Something to share as well. What I'm doing with the team, so we can maybe see a sec. So definitely possible to go over just compositions, kind of set it up this way. Can you see my stream just fine?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we can kind of set it up this way. Maybe have something like this. This is like normal doc I usually do. Like here, maybe just as a reference, you can always have this composition. Maybe write some specific notes as well. This is what I usually do for the teams. Yeah, let's say we do long-term practice. We practice on different maps. Yeah, it's just easier. Yeah, like have all this here. Or maybe even put some of the links, yeah, to